No, this one promoted.
Using the other part. Okay. Wonderful.
Great to see Gerald. To see where we're taking some.
Invite Your Excellency for a 1 minute 45 seconds video. Welcome, sir.
Nairobi Railway City is an iconic multimodal urban development planned on the 425-acre space between Uhuru Highway to the south, Landis Road to the north, Bunyala Road in the east, and Haile Selassie Avenue in the west.
Tunaikaribisha na roho mzuri na nia mzuri. Sababu tunajua kwamba itakuwa na msaada kubwa sana.
The ultra-modern city within a city, designed to align with the Nairobi Integrated Urban Master Plan (NIU), the Nairobi Transport Master Plan, and the Nairobi Commuter Railway Master Plan, will decongest and modernize the CBD. It will serve as a transport hub for the city, including non-motorized transport, public transport, and railway transport.
I think it's a great initiative. It's going to be very convenient for the passengers who are traveling.
The construction of Phase 1 and 2 will create 5,000 jobs and a further 5,000 jobs after completion.
Itakuwa inasaidia mwananchi mwingine ambaye anatafuta kazi.
It will also create numerous opportunities for micro and medium enterprises, MSMEs, to carry out trade within the newly established retail and commercial spaces in the public and non-motorized transport corridors. It was made possible through the partnership of the UK government and the Kenyan government. The Nairobi Railway City, ultra-modern, truly Kenyan in design, an idea whose time has come.
Tunaomba kwa hiyo mradi mnaleta mkumbuke na mtutafutia kama ni nafasi kiasi ya kufanya kazi.
At the Kenya Railway Corporation, we are right on track.
Thank you so much, Your Excellency. I invite His Excellency the President to do the unveiling. Let's appreciate His Excellency with a round of applause for Memorial Stone. Thank you. Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir. Congratulations, my friend.
This is happening here. It's happening in Kenya. Yes. This is fantastic.
Yeah. And now, most humbly, we invite His Excellency to do the official groundbreaking.
This is where you are giving the story of the pandemic. Yeah, this is Sorry about that. Media. UK media. UK media will report
mbele kidogo na nini utagongo na chuma. Unazidi anaambiwa kujisikia. Sitoe huyu sasa, badala utoe sisi. Sitoe huyu. Kama unakimbia kutoa tu yako badala utoe wengine.
Wapi bro? I request that we be calm. Those who are still making movements, kindly. May we be upstanding for the Kenyan National Anthem and the East African Community Anthem. The National Anthem. Your Excellency, as you remain standing, will be led in a brief session of prayer by Sheikh Yusuf Nasoro and Bishop Robert Mukua.
Bismillahirrahmanirrahim. Kwa jina la Mwenyezi Mungu mwenye utukufu na mwingi wa uwezo. Ewe Mwenyezi Mungu Mola wetu, kwa unyenyekevu mkubwa leo tunasimama tena mbele yako ili kuiombea ufanisi na ustawi wa nchi yetu. Tunakushukuru ewe Mola wetu kwa kutuweka sisi kama Wakenya miongoni mwa wale uliowabarikia. Tunakushukuru kwa kutubarikia kwa maendeleo na miundo misingi bora kama hii iliyotujumuisha hii leo. Ewe Mwenyezi Mungu, tunakuomba wakati tukimwombea rais wetu Mheshimiwa Daktari William Ruto pamoja na naibu wake, tunamwombea na kuombea wote ufanisi, uthabiti, na pia tunamwombea busara katika kazi zake za kutuongoza. Tunakuomba ewe Mola wetu, utupe nyoyo za kusubiri, utupe nyoyo za furaha, na vile vile utupe nyoyo za ndugu kama Wakenya. Tunakushukuru kwa marafiki wetu wote ambao umewapa nyoyo wa kuweza kutusaidia na kuweza kujumuika na sisi kila wakati tunapohitaji. Kwa uwezo wako ewe Mwenyezi Mungu, nchi yetu ya Kenya itaimarika kimaendeleo, na tunakuomba uwe nasi kila wakati. Amen.
Let us pray. Most excellent our God, our Father and Creator of all creation, in the name of Jesus Christ, we thank you and exalt you for this great day. Your providence, power, grace, peace, and love. Lord God Almighty, we further appreciate you for our President, His Excellency, Honorable Dr. William Samuel Ruto, our Deputy President, His Excellency, Honorable Geoffrey Gathi, all distinguished guests, our development partners, and this great nation, Kenya. Lord, we adore you for the success story, vision, focus, energy, and great leadership we are enjoying from our President and his cabinet on economic transformation plan, progressively promoting peace, security, unity, and development in our nation tirelessly as we witness today. Our Father, we commit this historic day as we gather in unity for groundbreaking ceremony of Nairobi Railway City and dedicate unto your able hands. Lord God, we pray for your protection, success, and guidance on this auspicious occasion, season, and moment. Lord, we pray for our President as the Cabinet to lead us divine wisdom, humility, love, and tolerance in accordance to unifying Christian faith and your word, and holy scriptures. God who made King Jotham mighty because he ordered, prepared, and planned his ways before the Lord in the book of 2 Chronicles chapter 26 verse 7, 27 verse 6. We do hereby pray you make our President, his government, Kenya, and our development partners mighty and fight all our battles on pursuance of all our personal and collective cause. In the name of our Lord Jesus Christ, our Savior, King, Immortal, we do pray and believe. And Lord, let's all say, Amen.
With the permission of Your Excellency, sir, please be seated. Your Excellency Dr. William Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya and the Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, the Deputy President of Brigadier Gachagua, the Secretary of the State for Foreign Commonwealth and Development Affairs in the Kingdom, Right Honorable James Sullivan, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, the Secretary Cabinet President, the PSS, the High Commissioners and members of the Diplomatic Corps, the Governor of City and County of Nairobi, the Chairperson, Board members, the MD of the Kenya Railway, distinguished ladies and gentlemen. Your Excellency, I also take cognizance of the Parliamentary Select Committee on Transport, their Chair and the members are also present. Allow me, sir, to invite the Chairman, Major General Retired Pastor Awita, to make his brief welcome remark. Welcome, Chair.
Your Excellency, before I make my remarks, I humbly request you that you call upon the board or members of Kenya Railway Board just to stand up where they are seated so that we can appreciate them. Thank you. Your Excellency, President Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the President and Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defense Forces, Your Excellency, Deputy President, Honorable Brigadier Gachagua, the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honorable
Kenyan multimodal transit-oriented urban development that seeks to establish a new heartbeat for the capital and boost the economic and social development of Kenya through the realization of Nairobi Railway City Project Master Plan. The project will sit on 425 acres of prime underutilized land within the central business district of Nairobi. A vast majority of this land is owned by Kenya Railways, Kenya Railways Staff Retirement Benefit Scheme, and other government agencies. In maintaining the theme of what is authentically Nairobi, Railway City has heavily promoted the following themes within the development: full alignment with the Nairobi Integrated Urban Master Plan, Nairobi Transport Master Plan, and Nairobi Commuter Rail Master Plan, which ensures seamless integration with the great plans for Nairobi. Non-motorized transport corridors in every precinct of the development, allowing for easy movement of pedestrians who make up a majority of Nairobi residents. Seamless integration with public transport nodes through the development. Railway City has an expanded central station, the new bus rapid transit lines and stations, as well as revamped matatu termini that will allow Nairobians clear transit pathways. An all-inclusive development that assures Nairobians of all walks of life a means to carry out business, live and enjoy the wellness and the recreation centers. Railway City will be the new meeting place for Nairobians and a beacon of prosperity for the nation at large. As I conclude, Your Excellency, I would like to express my gratitude to His Majesty's government for the assistance offered to the government of Kenya, specifically the technical assistance from KPMG and Atkins. Kenya Railways is keen on working with the UK government through our parent ministry to ensure that we continue to deliver real benefits in connecting people to jobs, opening up new markets for companies, increasing competition and productivity, while widening the labor market in order to enable Kenyans to enjoy the benefits of this transformative infrastructure project. Thank you very much, Your Excellency, and feel welcome. Thank you, sir.
Thank you so much, Mr. Chairman. Your Excellency, allow me, Assembly, to invite the Nairobi City County Governor, Honorable Johnson Sakaja, to make also a brief remark. Welcome, Governor.
Thank you very much, Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya and Commander-in-Chief of the Kenya Defence Forces, Your Excellency, Deputy President Rigathi Gachagua, Your Excellency, Prime Cabinet Secretary Musalia Mudavadi, Honorable Kipchumba Murkomen, and the Cabinet Secretaries here with us, Moses Kuria and Zach, and all of the other CSs who might be here. The Honorable, Right Honorable James Cleverly, the Secretary of State for Foreign, Common and Development Affairs, Your Excellency Jane Marriott, the British High Commissioner, distinguished ladies and gentlemen, good afternoon. Your Excellency, 120 years ago, I don't know if there was a function such as this, but right at this spot began Nairobi. The marker of the altitude, which is around 1795, still exists in this station, but that marked the beginning of a city. We may not see it today is deeply historic, but I'm sure in the future, because of what is being put up here, we will remember this day fondly. And that's why I want to thank His Majesty's government for assisting and the assistance to our government of Kenya in implementing the Nairobi Railway City project. Theirs is generosity of true friends, and we are truly grateful. This project, Your Excellency, is critical for the delivery of a Nairobi that quite simply works. It's a state-of-the-art transport hub that will address congestion in the city. All of us, I'm sure, have sat in the morning traffic, growing more and more frustrated as we waited for it to open up so that we could get our kids to school on time or get to work before our lateness was noticed. And these days, the disruptions add up over time to cost us billions, the amount of time Nairobians spend in traffic, in lost production, to damage our health, and to make Nairobi a less pleasant place to live in than it could be. This, Your Excellency, we hope will change. God has gifted us as a country with a gift of location. From Nairobi, you can get to any part of the world. You know, you can get to New York in 10 hours. You can get to London in 8 hours. You can get to Dubai in 5 hours. But then you get here and get stuck for 4 hours in traffic, Your Excellency. We must be able to use that advantage that we have of geography to make Nairobi and Kenya truly the financial and economic hub of the region, and that will only happen by unlocking. This is the only capital, a global growing capital, global hub, where the only thing public about public transport is the passengers. Your Excellency, this needs to change. I've had the opportunity to see Nairobi Railway City plans, and I want to thank KPMG and the British High Commission, and I know it has incorporated many other plans that have been done over time, including the new plan, the Nairobi Integrated Urban Development Plan. Your Excellency, that was done in conjunction with the Japanese, with JICA. 400 million was spent on that. You know, the city council at that time spent 100 million, and our partners put 300. But for a long time, it has just sat as a plan. It covers every aspect of urban planning for this city, and I'm glad that this project is speaking out of it. And all the other projects that we do must add from that, because that is the plan that we have. So we can expect a Nairobi whose neighborhoods are better connected to each other and to the city. A Nairobi whose people can get to work and school on time every morning and evening, and a Nairobi whose transport network charge fair prices. Your Excellency, many people have spoken about non-motorized transport, which is important. But saying that because we see people walking, let's build more walkways is not addressing the problem. They don't walk because they like it. They walk because they cannot afford the transport charges that we have in the city. In many other countries, you have And so very early at 5 a.m., you'll find thousands of people coming down from. We can do a Nairobi Metro together to serve the residents of Nairobi County. Your Excellency, this development is geared towards spurring growth, also through MSME inclusivity. Most businesses, of course, we know in Nairobi are small, and if we hope to make a difference, then we'll need to start growing them from the bottom up. So this is not just a transport hub, but Your Excellency, as you've been shown, it brings together many, many other things. And that is why we've gone into some trouble to ensure that this project will create opportunities, just as you saw on the video, for Kenyans to get jobs. And I'm glad that we are seeing 5,000 Kenyans will be engaged in the building process, even at this early work stage, and moving forward, Your Excellency. As a key stakeholder in this project, I want to assure Your Excellency and Right Honorable James Cleverly that Nairobi County Government is fully committed to continue support through the delivery of horizontal infrastructure, urban planning approvals, which we are fast-tracking, and stakeholder engagement to ensure that this project keeps Nairobi moving forward and that we carry the people along. Just as you gave the example, Your Excellency, of the market that is to be done, we must plan with those traders so that we avoid the situation that we have in Karandini, in Dagoretti Corner, where a market was put up for hundreds of millions of shillings, but the traders have refused to come into it because they were not, it doesn't work for them. No one is going to go 4 floors to buy 3 tomatoes and an onion to cook their dinner. So we hope that we can as well work together, even as we talk about Wakulima. Your Excellency, finally, it gives me great pleasure to see with this new project the prospect of new growth for our city and the country. The arrival of this railway 120 years ago in this location planted the seed from which our great city has grown. Your Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, it gives us great pleasure to be part of this groundbreaking today and to offer every piece of support that is necessary and that is expected from the county government of Nairobi. Your Excellency, before I call the Cabinet Secretary, allow me to also acknowledge the presence of the area MCA, Honorable Kwenya, who is here. He is our landlord, and we are grateful that Mheshimiwa Kwenya is here, and we will work with him in engaging all who will be affected by this work. Also, I know we have the Transport Committee. I'll allow the Cabinet Secretary to mention the members of the Transport Committee from the National Assembly. Thank you very much, Your Excellency.
Your Excellency, President William Samoei Ruto, the President of the Republic of Kenya, and the Commander-in-Chief of the Defense Forces, Your Excellency, the Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua, Right Honorable James Cleverly, UK Secretary of State for Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Affairs, Cabinet Secretaries led by Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, Excellency Governors who are here, Governor Sakaja, who is here, all the Principal Secretaries led by the Principal Secretary of Transport, Mohamed Agar, and Principal Secretary of Roads, Engineer Joseph Mbugwa, Chairman and entire Board of Kenya Railways, including the Managing Director of the Kenya Railways. Your Excellency, good afternoon, all of you. Before I make very few remarks, I'd like to recognize the presence of various groups of people here. Let me start with the Parliamentary Committee of Transport, the committee that we work together to ensure that there is proper resourcing of this department and also to ensure that there is proper oversight. The committee is here. Please, thank you very much. Thank you very much, led by the chair, GK. Thank you, Honorable GK, and your team. Asante sana. We also have here the principal secretaries, led by the Principal Secretary, Mohamed Agar of Transport. We have Mbugwa here, Engineer Mbugwa, and you have Abubakar, the PS Investment, and the PS in the Office of the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Aurelia Rono. Thank you very much. We also have here the Cabinet Secretaries, my colleagues. I'd like to recognize them. Start with my friend. I'll ask you to just stand. I recognize you. Start by the indefatigable Moses Kuria, the Cabinet Secretary of Trade, and then the Cabinet Secretary of Tourism, Madam Penina Malonza, and the Cabinet Secretary in charge of housing, who is also an integral stakeholder of this sector, housing and lands, Zakaria Kinuthia. Asante sana. I think, I'm sorry today, Moses. You know, where we are now is like, it's not like where we used to be. Yeah. Even you'll notice from my remarks. Your Excellency, we are very, very privileged to be here this very important occasion. And the Kenya Railway, as it exists now, was established when commencement of construction happened 125 years ago. And Your Excellency, in around 123 years ago, this Nairobi Central Station was established. So we are returning here to celebrate together with the British government and with the support of British government to celebrate this investment that is actually the hallmark of the British investment in Kenya, and which created the gateway, both movement of persons and trade in this region. This railway signifies the foundation of a strong relationship between Kenya and Britain and a lasting bond between the citizenry of the two countries. Even though our relationship was not as mutually beneficial as it should have been in the beginning, with the attainment of independence, we have redefined and modernized it to become that of partners with a win-win outcome. Today, we are launching the modernization of the rail system through the establishment of the Nairobi Railway City and the construction of a new Nairobi Central Railway Station as a signature of our modern-day relationship. Your Excellency, the new Nairobi Central Railway Station, together with the accompanying infrastructure, including the bus rapid transit, non-motorized transport system, commuter rail and electric buses, among others, are just but the beginning, the part of the investments towards establishing the ultra-modern railway city. Your Excellency, just like as we commenced this project in 1896 railway system, the launch of this historic project, which include a modern city and an integrated lifestyle, is significant for future relationships. Currently, Your Excellency, Kenya Railway is working on revamping the old railway lines and refurbishing and purchasing new locomotives to enhance efficiency in the rail transport. These upgrades and renovations have created employment for our youth, increased revenue, boosted local and international tourism, provided a safe and reliable mode of transport, and enhanced our efforts to attain regional integration. Your Excellency, you saw in the video you watched about promotion about this event and this project that one young man was saying, even as you do all these things, please remember us. This project, during construction period, the entire project here will create over 5,000 jobs, and it can even go higher, considering the kind of projects that are happening inside this city. Your Excellency, this city also is going to be a modern city, a model city actually for future cities in Kenya. I know Governor Sakaja had something to say about non-motorized transport. Your Excellency, our intention is actually to make non-motorized transport a transport of choice, not just a transport because people don't have the ability, but to make Nairobi such a beautiful city and Nairobi Railway City so beautiful that those who are going to work because they are living in an integrated circle will be walking directly to their jobs, Your Excellency, and will live a healthy lifestyle because they will not require to drive vehicles. They can walk or they can cycle to work. Your Excellency, even as we do this, our eyes are set on establishing a modern electric light train that will serve the city of Nairobi. On this note, I wish to thank the UK government for the immense support they have extended to us in the implementation of this project. I want to really remind just to let you know, Secretary of State Cleverly, that you have a fantastic ambassador in Jane Marriott. In fact, no wonder the oldest train here, the wagon, is called Marriott. Your Excellency, she has done a fantastic job. She's been able to integrate our diplomacy, good relationship, restored and continue to build on the good relationship we've been having. And she even invites us to go and watch football. So I look forward to watching France and England this weekend with her. And she's done a fantastic job, and we thank you for that, Your Excellency, the Ambassador. I believe that this kind of relationship is going to enhance our partnership and for Britain to reclaim its rightful position as the best friend of Kenya and friend number one of the Republic of Kenya. With those many remarks, I'd like now to take this opportunity to invite our Prime Cabinet Secretary, Honorable Musalia Mudavadi, to make a few remarks, and thereafter invite the Deputy President. The Prime Cabinet Secretary has been also very, very integral in this process. And he chose his office to be at the railway here. And during his vetting, the people who were vetting him wanted to corner him. And they told him, oh, you know, the president doesn't like you so much. That's why you have been told to go to some low area where you will be relating with matatus. And he made a very profound statement that he would like to operate from a place which will remind him every day about the struggle of the people of Kenya. Please welcome the Prime Cabinet Secretary, Musalia Mudavadi.
Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Honorable Dr. William Samoei Ruto, the Deputy President, Rigathi Gachagua, our guest today and partner, Honorable James Cleverly, Madame Marriott, and my colleagues. Let me adopt the protocol that has been used by the others so that I can save on time. Kipchumba, let me say that the President does like me. That's why he brought me here. So I am so happy that we are part of this very important and auspicious occasion today. But what I would like to say is that at a personal level, I have witnessed, and I'm very happy that the President made a very serious intervention because as soon as he had been elected, apparently there was a delay that was threatening this very project in terms of our dues so that we can secure the funding and the support of the UKF. So he did make a very, very critical intervention, and we were able to beat a deadline which was then slated for November 4th. Had he not intervened, we would not be standing here or sitting here today to launch this program. So, Mr. President, asante sana. I also want to thank the Ambassador, the High Commissioner. She also played a very critical role, and all the players. We are delighted that this is going to be one of our flagship projects. It's going to be a traffic generator, traffic in every sense of the word, economically, and of course in terms of human traffic. So we are indeed very delighted that we are here to witness the groundbreaking of this particular project. I came in again on a mission this morning from the UK with our ambassador there, Manoa Espisu. His Excellency had assigned us something there. And I can tell you that there was some very positive buzz in the Commonwealth Conference about this event. They were really looking forward to this particular event. And today it's a reality. So we say thank you, congratulations, and let it be just one of those great milestones in our partnership over the years. Your Excellency, the Deputy President, may you come forward and address this gathering, and then you can proceed from there. Thank you. Can we have a round of applause for the Deputy President?
Thank you very much. Your Excellency, the President of the Republic of Kenya, Dr. William Ruto, the State Secretary of Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Affairs, the United Kingdom, the Right Honorable James Cleverly, the British High Commissioner, our Prime Cabinet Secretary, other Cabinet Secretaries present, and all our distinguished visitors, good afternoon. Your Excellency, before I invite you to come and give your remarks, I'd like first to take this opportunity to invite our visitor, the Right Honorable James Cleverly, to come and say something. The British people and our people have a long history. 90% of it very positive, a bit of 10% a bit acrimonious, but the 90% plus this project will wipe out the 10%. Before you leave, I'll look for you and High Commissioner Marriott. We discuss the 10% about our land and compensation for the Mau Mau. Right Honorable Secretary, karibu.
Thank you. Your Excellency, Dr. William Samoei Ruto, President of the Republic of Kenya and Commanding Chief of the Kenyan Defence Forces, Mr. Deputy President, Prime Cabinet Secretary, Cabinet Secretaries, Governors, the other Excellencies, ladies and gentlemen, thank you. Thank you for welcoming me. Railway station forms the first impression that many visitors have when they come to a city. And from what I've seen today, Railway City will be a red carpet event, a red carpet place for the visitors coming to Nairobi. But more important, underneath the red carpet, it will be a green development and a clean, green transport hub at that. And it will regenerate central Nairobi and keep Kenya's climate ambitions on track. Built with the latest innovation in green building technology and green planning technology, giving the people of Nairobi a more efficient and accessible railway system. And this is the template for the kind of development partnership that the UK wants to offer in the future. A project realised through close cooperation, conceived and constructed with expertise from both our countries. And that can act as a springboard for sustainable infrastructure that the countries around the world will need to meet their respective net zero pledges. As has been said already today, Kenya is an incredibly important strategic partner for the UK and a country committed to net zero, but also a global leader in the advocacy for renewables, which is why when my Prime Minister and President Ruto met at COP27, he was very pleased to fast-track 500 billion Kenyan shilling worth of green investment projects. These investments are flagship projects, and they are an integral part of the UK-Kenya strategic partnership. And that's a partnership that will strengthen our current 200 billion shilling trade and investment relationship and produce mutual benefits for both our great countries. British investment is already a force for good in Kenya. As His Excellency the President reminded me in our meeting earlier on today, there are 150 British firms that are already here and are respected for the innovation that they bring and their commitment to their workers and their local communities. And they work hand in hand with a country that is displaying ambition and energy at every stage. And together, I know that that partnership can take us both so much further. The UK's investment in Kenya's railways are transparent and reliable. They support Kenya's economic independence, and our export finance is the first in the world to include a climate resilient debt clause. Now, this means that repayments can be suspended in the event of drought or other extreme climate event, freeing up resources that Kenya needs for its emergency response. So I've made a series of new commitments today to support the economic development and job creation right across Africa. I've pledged £650 million for the Africa Development Fund and £120 million of affordable finance for small businesses through a deal between the British International Investment and the Africa Guarantee Fund. That's a total of yes, you can indeed. That's a total of 86 billion shillings of new UK finance to support jobs in Africa. And just like Railway City, the UK-Kenya partnership is going from strength to strength. It's delivering for our people, it's delivering for their livelihoods, and it's delivering for our planet. Thank you.
Hata mkisiba microphone ataongea tu. Your Excellency, our President, we want once more to thank you for your commitment to create employment for our young people, create new investment, and turn around the economy. Your Excellency, I was checking this morning, since you are sworn into office on 13th of September, you have held more than 400 meetings with stakeholders to discuss investment and job creation. What is exciting to those of us who work under you this afternoon is the undertaking that the first phase of this project will create 5,000 jobs for our young people and another direct 5,000 jobs after completion for our people. Your Excellency, many people, when they see us together, they ask me, how do I become a friend of President William Ruto? You want me to tell you? If you want to become a friend of our president, create just 5 jobs, you'll be his friend. Because that is what drives him. Your Excellency, our new ministers and PSs who came to office the other day, you have a job to do to keep up with the president's pace. I have already gone through my probation. At least I've kept up with him, so my job is safe. You guys have to keep up with the pace of the president, and that is the focus. With those very many words, please be upstanding and put your hearts together and help me to welcome the President of the Republic of Kenya. Mr. President.
Thank you very much. Please, let's take our seats. Asante sana. Your Excellency, the Foreign, Commonwealth and Development Secretary James Cleverly, Mr. Deputy President, Prime Cabinet Secretary, our sister now, Jane Marriott, the Governor of the great city of Nairobi, ministers present, members of Parliament, including my good friends from the committee, and Nairobians, good evening. When I came into office, the first issue that I was confronted with was this Railway City project. I was informed that this program would not go ahead unless we're done, and that's why we are here today. We are at the season of our national calendar when we review our nation's journey through history and draw strength and inspiration from the struggles, sacrifices, progress, and victories achieved along the way. In this context, the history of Kenya's railway system, we must never forget where we have come from, and the time has come, over a century later, to write a new story of Kenya's historic progress on the tracks of railway connectivity. Today marks the beginning of this new direction, which links our railway system to the promise of socio-economic liberation to deliver growth and well-being for not just Nairobi, but our country. Economic productivity and competitiveness are associated with the density of transport and communications infrastructure linkages. Transport systems in particular are the cornerstone of efficiency. Conversely, therefore, inadequate transport systems are a serious growth and development challenge as nations back, as has been ably explained by our governor. Our plan to accelerate the pursuit and achievement of shared prosperity through a radical socio-economic transformation consists of a comprehensive array that we launch here today, is underpinned by several cross-cutting enablers, among them transport, communication infrastructure, and services. The improvements we are undertaking in the transport sector are therefore key strategic interventions aimed at complementing the pillars of our transformation agenda. They are aimed at facilitating easier and faster movement throughout the country, easing urban congestion and eliminating the costly delays caused by daily gridlocks on our roads. In particular, we are committed to liberating Nairobi to enable it live up to its full promise of a national, regional, continental, and global multi-sectoral hub, thereby harnessing Kenya's real potential. And to do this, we intend to redevelop the Nairobi Central Railway Station and its precincts into the Nairobi Railway City. This will be a to establish itself as an iconic nerve center for a thriving continental metropolis. By multimodal, we mean that the railway city will be defined by multiple forms of transport offering commuters convenience, safety, and speed. The Nairobi Railway City is designed to be a masterpiece, an icon expression of complement. One, the Nairobi Integrated Urban Master Plan, the Nairobi Transport Master Plan, and the Nairobi Commuter Railway Master Plan. These plans are intended to achieve numerous critical objectives, including creating a transit hub, regenerating the precincts of Nairobi Central Station, expanding the city to the southeast, and positioning Nairobi as a leading global city and a thriving commercial hub. In pursuit of the urban regeneration, phase 1 of the development, which would deliver a new central station with a revised railway track and a train station layout containing a bus rapid transport system, this phase will also include the construction of a cab with ample parking space. I am very proud, Minister Cleverly, for you coming so that we can do this together to show the convergence of British and Kenyan interests. The first phase will also comprise 10,000 housing units on 40 acres of Railway City. This development will significantly contribute to our plan to deliver 250,000 affordable urban housing units annually. And later this week, on Saturday, I will be launching another additional 5,000 houses in Eastlands in our city, in our journey to ensuring that the residents of Nairobi have homes to live in, and we create many more homeowners than is currently the case. This morning again, I was in Athi River on the same trajectory, launching the construction of another 5,300 homes, construction of homes, again under our affordable housing plan, because we want to sort out the 6.5 million Kenyans who today live in informal settlements. It is our commitment, and we intend to deliver on every portion of our commitment. The construction of the first 2 phases of the development will employ, as you've heard, 5,000 people, and upon completion will create another 5,000 jobs. Additionally, there will be opportunities for thousands of micro, small, and medium enterprises to trade in the retail and commercial spaces and the non-motorized transport corridor. We now have evidence that in developing our transport sector, we generate ripple effect throughout the economy. I want to congratulate the City of Nairobi for already identifying commercial spaces for all our small traders in the City of Nairobi, and this effort we are doing in this city will complement what the City of Nairobi is doing. At the Nairobi Central Station, Kenya is now able to disembark from the slow conveyance of history and wait on the platform for a new train headed to the future. We have come to the Nairobi Railway Station to bear witness to the regeneration of Nairobi, the transformation of Kenya, and the renaissance of our continent. I want to thank our friends, the British government, and thank you, Minister, for coming to be here in person to do this with us. Because I remember very well when we agreed on this program with the Prime Minister of the UK, and we signed off to about 500 billion Kenya shillings, including this project, the water project, the geothermal facility that we are going to develop, and the solar energy program we are going to develop, and the High Grand Falls Dam, a total of 500 billion shillings. Many people were wondering whether this is a reality. I am happy that we are standing here today, and you yourself have spoken to the fact that this is not just a conversation, this is creating the future together with us and working together. I want to say, without belaboring, that the British High Commissioner has been very instrumental in making sure that this program, not just this one, but all the programs we are running with your good government, are moving and moving with the required speed. And I want to commit that the administration that I run will work with you, as we will work with all our other development partners, to ensure that the transformation of Kenya is not delayed and the transformation of Kenya is not derailed. We're going to work together and ensure that we deliver on the commitments that we have made and on ensuring that Kenya becomes truly the middle-income economy that we have all been associated with. And I want to commend the residents of the city of Nairobi. Progressively, we are beginning to see order in the city of Nairobi, thanks to the government of the city of Nairobi. You have our support. I want to commit that the Nairobi Rivers Commission will now move with speed to ensure that we clean the city of Nairobi, especially the rivers, eliminate the waste that is going into our city, ensuring that we create a transport ecosystem around our rivers, and even help the other counties downstream. I was in Machakos today, and they've always been concerned about the effluents that Nairobi puts in the rivers, and it pollutes the river all the way to Kitui. And I want to commit here that we are going to ensure that we eliminate all the effluents that are being pushed into the Nairobi River through the initiative that we have made. And I want to thank the Deputy President and the Governor of Nairobi for spearheading that program. I will be expecting results because the city of Nairobi deserves better than we have today. So, ladies and gentlemen, thank you very much. This is a wonderful event. I am truly happy that this event is happening in our lifetime, and a few years from now, we will be having a wonderful facility in this same place. Asanteni sana, thank you very much, and may the good Lord bless you.